Hey y'all, Hunter Elliott, rangehot.com. Hope you are doing well. This afternoon, I'm finalizing the review on the Advanced Armament Corporation SR-5 silencer. Now this silencer's been out a while. I got mine several months ago, and I've really been doing the due diligence to put it through its paces to see how well she would hold up and if it would affect performance on a couple different platforms. So right off the bat, let's get to the details of it. Length on this can, 6.7 inches. Diameter is 1.5 inches, which is pretty standard. Weight, 17.5 ounces. Now that's a little on the heavy side, but that being because though this is a stainless steel body, it is an entire Inconel baffle stack. Inconel is a very, very durable alloy, and so AAC is elected to run an entire Inconel baffle stack in this can, and that's just going to add a tremendous amount of longevity to it, and that'll allow you to run this can on a 5.56 SPR with a 10-inch or longer barrel. All total, I've got about 3,000 rounds downrange through this can on a couple different platforms. Got a Barnes Precision machine, Patrolman's carbine, 16-inch, and a BPM 11.5-inch select fire. The vast majority of the rounds were run through this, a little 11.5-inch. Probably half of those run through it or run through it on full auto. Actually, this is a law enforcement demo rifle. So I took it on a lot of law enforcement demos, and anytime you're running a little SBR and 5.56 and you're going to suppress it or pistol, you need to run an H4 plus heavy buffer. You need to slow that bolt carrier group down just a little bit, or with the added back pressure of a baffle type silencer, it could cause you to overspeed the bolt. But that's a whole other review that I'm actually working on right now. So back to the silencer. When you buy this, comes straight from the box with the AAC blackout flash hider, 90-tooth QD mount. Fine, that's a fine flash hider. AAC also offers their breakout, and it's a 90-tooth muzzle brake. And I myself, I prefer a muzzle brake running it on an SBR or even a 16-inch gun, just because it does help mitigate a tremendous amount of muzzle rise and recoil impulse. Now, a lot of people would complain about running the brake because, as you know how that brake works, as you've got the round exiting followed by that flame front, it's hitting those chambers, and it's actually pulling the rifle forward, but all of that muzzle blast is exiting the sides of that brake. So if you got people to your starboard and port, they're going to get eat up. So fortunately, AAC come up with this thing. It's called their blast out, and it's basically just a simple muzzle device to still QDs right onto whatever device you're running, and it just helps direct all that muzzle blast downrange. So if you are running their breakout and you're training without the silencer on it, and you don't want to beat up the people to your starboard and port, then this is a really good option. I also like to run a brake on a silencer because I feel like that's giving you a couple added blast baffles. Suppression levels, well, on a 16-inch gun, to the ear, you're running about 93, 94 decibels, which is equivalent to the average blender in your home. Now, here again, disclaimer, my sound meter measures the sound pressure wave in its entirety, basically what you hear to your ear. It does not measure peak sound. So while it was still loud and definitely not silent, it is hearing safe to run this on a 5.56. So that is a tremendous bonus in my opinion, especially if you're running an AR as a home defense or self-defense rifle, be it a carbine or SBR or pistol. You know, God forbid you hear that proverbial bump in the night, you get your home defense carbine out. 5.56, even a 16-inch gun, is loud. Then if you enclose that space, oh my God, it's horrendous. So for the safety of yourself and your family and your pets, hey man, you need to be running a can on your rifle. So that way you can just scoop up your rifle and then you're good to go to address any potential threat, God forbid it were to come to that, without having to worry about finding your, hearing protection. You got to line your family up, hand out hearing protection, get your dog, get his ears in, get your little kitty cats all together in a pile, get their, I'm sort of rambling, aren't I? My apologies. I feel like you get the point, so moving on. Did shoot these rifles out at some distance to see if the silencer would impact any side of accuracy, and no, there was no change in accuracy. The rifles printed the same groups with or without the can on it, which is exactly what you would expect. As far as reliability, no, it did not affect reliability, except for, like I said earlier, if you're running this on a little shorty, especially in full auto, you're going to probably want to upgrade your buffer to an H4 Plus heavyweight buffer. to mitigate some of that bolt overspeed. So I'm a pretty good fan of the AAC line of products. This SR-5 is no exception to the kind of quality of their manufacturing. So if you've got a 5.56 and you're looking to suppress it, especially if you want to have a QD mount that's a brake, because let me tell you something, y'all, it's hard to find a silencer manufacturer that's offering a effective muzzle brake as a QD mount. There are a few out there, but AAC offers a pretty nice rig. So, you know, you've got a lot of options of whatever kind of muzzle device you decide you might want to run, as well as if you do run the brake and you don't like all that muzzle blast going starboard and port, then you've got the blast out right there that you can add to your range bag. Keep the noise pollution downrange, not at the firing line. As always, there's going to be an article on rangehot.com with a lot of the details on this particular silencer. If you got any questions, just jump over to rangehot.com, read the written article. I'll have those answers, hopefully some more technical specifications. If you got any questions after that, you can always reach out to me. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, the whole 9 yards. Or you can always utilize the good customer service there at AAC and reach out to those folks. Ask them any questions. They're all pretty good to go. I know a couple of those cats. That's about it. So I want you to take care of yourselves and each other, and I look forward to seeing you at the range.